Alright, hi guys, this is Fola. Let me tell you a story. Remember last week I promised you guys I'm gonna bring someone on my channel that has a level of mastery over like a particular area of life or a particular skill where we can learn from and so that we can move forward and become who God has created us to be in life. So today I decided to bring my boss in photography, the CEO, the creative director, the 001, the the general manager, number one of Mofeck Image Photography. And I'm very sure if you live around Ilesha, you live around Oshogo, you live around even Ede, Ife, around there's no way you say you have not heard of Mofeck Image Photography. But he's gonna just be sharing to us his experiences, how the journey has been thus far. Based on my own personal little knowledge, I think he has been in this for more than 15 years. Can you imagine? We have many photographers now that are just coming to the business and they don't know. People they just come and carry camera and start shooting. They don't really know what they ought to know, and now we have the opportunity now to glean from his own personal experience, and we'll see how that will benefit us. Can you imagine, just like a coincidence, tomorrow is also his birthday, and that is wow. He's just going to give us a little bit of his experiences, his personal experiences, the hard times he has been through, and how he was able to scale through those hard times. So, sir, you have the floor. Just,
Floor. Is it to dance?
sir, I don't.
The floor is for dancing.
Exactly. This, I know it's very little we can gain from this little time, but at least we know it will go very far in helping us as upcoming photographers. Um,
So if you are upcoming photographer, what are
Sir?
Upcoming photographer. What am I? Okay. We are we are both upcomings now. We are both upcomings. In this industry, you can't learn it all. Yes, you can't learn it all. You, you can't know it all. In fact, photography is like a lifetime school that you cannot graduate from. This one that we have AI and all those things now. So there are always new things that must be that you have to learn.
I want to know, like, what brought up the idea and how was it? How did you actually, come to being?
The idea, well, there are two ways to it, I guess, but I will talk about one of it. The one I will talk about is there are times it's good to be hungry. When you are hungry, you will bet. There's a way hunger do two things to people. It can make you to bet an idea. Yeah, hunger always make you to bet an idea anyway. It's just the idea could either be good or bad. There is always an idea after hunger. So, and it's not like hunger like that. You understand? But while in school, I had a lot of thoughts. I was thinking, okay, what if I graduated from school and there's no job? What if I was asking myself a lot of questions then? And even though it was still my early days in the university, when I considered, okay, let me go and train for photography, it was immediately after my diploma program from the Faculty of Law in University of Ado-Ekiti, INAD, which is today now is referred to as EXO. So after my diploma program, I came back to Lesha. I have 1 year to either to work or do something else. So I decided to invest that 1 year into photography. Photography is one thing I've always wanted to do. I get fascinated with camera. I There are some of my friends in school who used to have this small picnic camera, analog picnic camera. So I always come around them, touch it, look at it. It's always amazing. I always get carried away having to look at camera. So I from there I think the interest has been derived from you're given there's some old cameras that is not working again. Spoilt one that I saw in our family friend's house. I took it, I was checking it, I was trying to see it. So I after coming back to Malaysia, I was like I had little money with me then, so I was like, okay, let me buy a camera with this money. So, but I was like, what if I buy the camera and I cannot use it? Does it make any sense at all? So I was like, okay, the best thing for me to do is to actually learn it. So I have a friend who was learning, who was already a photographer then. I knew when he was learning, I used to see him off if he's going to the place where he was learning. So I was encouraging him then because we were going to school and he did not have the privilege of going to school. So I was trying to encourage him so that he does not feel he will not feel bad that we are going to school and he is not going to school. So after my diploma year, I came back to Malaysia. It was the first day I went to go and meet. Like, okay, you are not a photographer today now, so I want to buy a camera. And he was like, okay, camera should be like 2,500 naira. And I know, I don't want the 2,500 naira camera. I want the professional one that you are using. And it was like, it's very, very expensive. I was like, okay, how much is it? And I said, it should be around 10,000 or 25,000. I was like, that's a lot of money for you. I was like, but Kola, don't you think I should learn this thing? And I was like, if you want to, because back then we used to do some funny accord and nobody would want to think that okay, we will learn what they call it, handwork, abi ishewo then. So I was like, I think I will not mind if I will learn. No. And jokingly, we just spoke that day, and the following day I went to meet him and I said, what are the requirements for me to start learning? And it was like, I knew he was amazed that particular day. So we he told me I'm going to pick up a form and okay, I paid for the form and I started going to his place. So it was the days of analog camera. So I started going to his place. That was how I invested. That was my first contact with having to learn photography. So to cut the long story short, after I spent like almost a year with him, it was time for me to go back to school. So I went back to school. When I go back to school, there's this person who is actually very very close to me, and the person told me that there are guys in her hostel who just opened a studio, and I was so happy about it. I was already ready to meet with those guys. I was like, oh, I need to go to the studio. Let me see what they're doing. I just finished learning. I thought I have idea about photography. I know it all, so I was looking for a guy to explore. So I went to those guys' studio, and the first question they asked me was that, "Are you computer literate?" I said, "Yes, I did computer training 2003 or so. So yeah, 2003, 2004. I trained for computer with with my cousins. This is my uncle. That they used to have a cyber cafe, so I did computer training there. So and they were like, okay, do you know Adobe? I said, oh yes, I know Adobe. I know Adobe PageMaker. They said, no, this one is Adobe Photoshop. I said, I've not heard of that before. But I could recollect clearly the first thing I asked them that particular day was that, can I learn it? Can I learn? And they were like, oh yes, you can. They are just starting their studio. I know they really want to have people coming around. Only that, yeah. So that day I stood back. I waited. I started seeing, observing what they are doing, and they said, okay, the camera now is a digital camera. That'll be the first time we'll be seeing a digital camera. I'm like, so the digital camera. So you can process this thing on the system, and so I was introduced to digital photography with those guys, and They are my ogas today. I call them oga. They are my ogas today. So I started going to the studio, started seeing things. Then I think I was with them for like 2 or 3 months when I went to go and get a very small, very small camera. I think my first contract was with a pastor from Winners Chapel. He came to minister in a particular program, so I was called. It was, in fact, my first contract came from the church. So I took the job and I just started there, job. My first earning was 3,000. I was so happy. 3,000 was a big money then. And so after that, I was like, okay, I need to talk with my parents, especially my mom. I don't know if she will be able to give me some spare money, any money that she's not using, for me to kickstart the this beautiful journey. So thank God I was able to market my idea to her. I did sketch. I did because I can draw, so I did drawings about the analog and the digital photography. I was trying because digital then is all about removing background and put another background there. So I was like, no, I wish I could do a photography where the background is real, everything is real, the chair is there, the backdrops are there. Though I didn't have so much experiences then, but I was having this idea with me. I don't know that other people are even already doing things like that. Thank God for the internet. We were able to really give me a lot of exposure as time goes on. So I went to meet with my mom. But before going there, the church I was attending there, shout out to Pastor Ben. He organized this program for us. We call it business school. So he used to read books about businesses, Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, their books. He will read them, bring it back to the church, sit us down, and then we start, teaching us about. And he taught us on how to write proposals, business plan, how to market yourself, branding, packaging, the way you talk, the way customer relationship. So I learned all those things from him, and like that, I want to make my mom marketed my idea to her, and I give my promise. I said before I graduate, I will not collect any money from you for school. I should be able to pay for myself. So I think that was the key that I used to get the money from her, and I could collect. I'm the only child of my parents, my mom, and we both went to Oshogbo like brothers and sisters. We went to go and get a desktop computer, got a camera from Uncle Joe in Oshogbo, got a very small Canon camera. I got a printer, and like that, I started. But I lack a lot of things. There was no lies. There was no. So because I start based on the level of information that I was open to. You understand? So in between, I had to get more equipment. I don't want to ask my mom for money again. So I do. I think I sell card. I invested in selling recharge card for like 1 year. I was not selling directly anyway. I gave the money to someone, invested with someone, and from there I think I invested 15,000. From that 15,000 I made 8,000, and from that I was able to buy my first set of light strokes, and in between I raised chicken too. So the money from chicken, I invested it back into photography. I used to use a gold chain. I sold the gold chain. I sold my TV just to start putting things together for photography, because in between I discovered that is so expensive, and one of the only way to stand out is to, you have to invest in good equipment. And I gave myself 5 years to fail. Yeah, that the expectation was to fail for that 5 years, but making sure I learn from my failure and I perfect my craft. I started in a village. I'm still in Elisha, But I want to. I can tell you boldly that I can compete at any level photographically today now, because I give myself to learning every day. I learn from everybody. I learn from my students. I learn from my guys. I learn from renowned photographers, veterans. I learn from everyone. So I have so many guys, you know. So that's it. And the the motivation then was not money. I just feel like my life. I need to be part of something. I need to do something. I just need to be part of something that people will recognize, that people will embrace. You get so, and thank God it actually a success. You know. So the go far, story will far gone. But I don't. I think let me just. That's the same way I can give. So then the name Mofeck Image, how it came. I needed to name the business. The idea that we had from the school of business was that come up with a name that people can, when they hear it once, they won't forget it, and they can relate to it. So I put my names down. I just I brought out some alphabets in it for my names, and I give it to a particular lady, Shade. She was my neighbor then. Yeah, I was living then. I gave it to her. I said, pronounce this. So she was the first person, because I was trying to even pronounce what I wrote. I can't pronounce it. So she was the first person who said, Mofix. And I was like, no, I think Mofeck would sound better. It would be good. It was Mofeck. So, and like that, a business was bettered. An idea became a reality.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for watching this till the end. I'm very sure that we have all learned something from this, even especially photographers and even those that are not even photographers. We have learned a lot. Like I personally have learned a lot about this, and I believe that every one of us, whatever dream we have in our minds, it can come true as long as we are ready to pay the price and do what it takes. Our dreams can also come to reality. Have a wonderful day. I'm very sure you cannot lie. You cannot say that you're not enjoying my content. You have to. I know you're enjoying my content, and I know you love me. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also please don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the notification button so that you can be notified when we release our next video. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Also, please share this video. This video is not for you. It's for as many people that you love. If you love me and you love yourself and you love people around you, please share this video. Let us use stories to shape lives of individuals. God bless you.